Hi, everyone. All right, so welcome to Advanced Physical Assessment. This is DEP 8, and our class is N518. So this is the 8-week course, and I'm just going to show you our little home for the next 8 weeks. I'm sure many of you have already utilized this online forum or some sort of online forum, so bear with me. But I think it's nice to have a refresher and to understand how each instructor views their their virtual classroom, if you will. So every week I give all my information here on the news wall, okay? And I don't archive anything, so you can go back as the course moves on. And every week I will be giving updates through there. So here's my contact information. As mentioned before, I'm Denise Pattison. My email is denise.pattison@aspen.edu. Here is my cell, 513-293-3142. You can call and text me, especially if there's an urgent issue. And I try my best to respond to all emails within 24 to 48 hours. But if we're talking that you need me within the hour, you can text me. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so please be mindful of that. Unless there's like a fire, please don't text me at 3 a.m. And for those of you who are interested in my credentials, I know many of you like to put that in your papers. It is Denise Pattison, MS. Georgetown does a Master's of Science versus a Master's of Science in Nursing, which I think is kind of weird. And I am CNP FNPC. FNPC is just my credentialing body, which is the American Academy of Nurse Practitioners. And you can address me as Denise, Miss Pattison, or Professor Pattison. I just ask that when you address me with respect, however you want to approach me, and I will do the same for you. Here are my classroom policies, just discussing about your roles and responsibilities in the online forum. Remember, because this is asynchronous, meaning that we don't do everything together at the same time, you are what you write. The way you present yourself during your discussion board and with what you turn into your paper shapes the personality as I view you. And I would love to be as interactive as we can in an asynchronous way. So keep that in mind when you respond to your classmates or to me through the discussion forum, to be respectful. Sometimes tone does not come off when you are writing. So when you want to write something to be silly or funny, you can't use that inflection that makes things so jovial. If you do use information like websites, references, make sure that you have active links, that you use APA format. And if there's something you want to send me, please feel free. I love getting new resources. Our late policy is here. So remember that all your discussion forum, the initial posts are due on the Thursday that a course week occurs, and your response to your cohorts are due that Sunday, and then your assignments are due the following Monday. If you do turn in a discussion board late, you cannot receive points on the original posting, but you can for responding to your cohort. So I encourage you to, but you have to post an original post. So you post your original post and respond to your cohorts, and you can get at least 6 to 8 points depending on the rubric. And 6 or 8 points is still better than 0, okay? My goal is to get each item that I'm grading back to you within a week of when it's due. If you do turn something in late, preferential treatment of grading will always go to the on-time assignment, so be patient with late feedback. There are times that someone will be so behind, I won't get to your week 2 or 3 assignment until week 6 because I'm busy grading those papers that were turned in on time. Again, if you have any questions on this, please be sure to email me. And when you email me, just let me know what course and the course number and start time that we are in together, just because I teach multiple courses. So the next order of business we have is a discussion on scholarly resources. And when you post a discussion and write your papers, you have to use evidence to support your work. And it needs to be evidence other than the text. Of course, you can use your text, but I also want you to use scholarly resources. And oftentimes, students use websites or databases, and those actually, they're great, you can use them, but they are not scholarly sources. Scholarly sources are actually journal articles and peer-reviewed information. And this link will take you to some really great ideas on how to differentiate between that. As this is a master's level course, I do expect you to understand the difference, but here is a little brush up on that. Next on the list is writing tips and avoiding plagiarism. It's really important that you read this. I always tell my students, I know that there's lots of APA resources online. Unfortunately, not all of them are created equal. So that book, the APA guideline book, is going to be the final decision maker on APA citations. So please be sure that you follow it exactly. And if you have any questions, you should defer to that. Of course, you can always email me. I'm always happy to go through APA information with you. I'm really stringent on APA. In fact, I just spotted one here. I see that the citation is outside of the period. So that's incorrect, and I'm going to fix that. Now, one other piece on this post is discussing the how to avoid plagiarism. So it's really important that you read this because a lot of people improperly paraphrase. So that is when you're not using direct quotes, and it is a very important skill to learn. So here's some information on that, and I encourage you to peruse it because if there is improper paraphrasing, it can be considered plagiarism, and I will have to turn that in to the registrar. And I would hate for you to get in trouble. So if you're nervous about that, please reach out to me over email. We can work on exercises together. I have numerous students where this is a problem, and I want them to learn. So I am always there to help you with that. So please reach out to me, and I can make you a paraphrasing genius by the end of this course. Of course, this is a very important class, Advanced Pathophysiology. I'm going to be very content focused, but I do expect you to use proper APA. Here are our due dates for this course. They're pretty straightforward, and I'm putting them up ahead of time so that there's no confusion. And I will be very strict in following our course policies. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you how to get onto Shadow Health. But before we do, I am not an IT Shadow Health person, unfortunately. I can maybe answer a few questions, but quite honestly, you need to first direct any type of troubleshooting or IT questions on Shadow Health to the Shadow Health helpline. So here is how you contact them. You can also go to the help desk and email them, and here are their hours. So be mindful, they're closed on Sunday. So if you're waiting till Sunday to do your assessment and you have to work all day Monday and something crashes with your system, you will have a late assignment. So please keep that in mind. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to get onto Shadow Health. Let me just make sure we have enough time in our recording. Okay, I'm actually going to do it on the next video because we will get cut off after 10 minutes.